had an exhibition in Vienna. I think it was in end of '91, and I was planning to show some animation there of leaves because I was very much into leaf shapes back then. And then Laurent, whom I just met, he said, "Oh, he has a better idea. Let's make it interactive and let's program this whole thing." Yeah, that's how it all started.
That actually was a very powerful discovery from both of us, how to articulate this evolutionary part within the work. So it's completely open-ended. You cannot really predict how much or how far it can go. You just let it happen.
The oldest piece is actually the phototropy piece, which is a piece where you interact with a flashlight. And by switching on a flashlight and directing your flashlight onto a screen, you create little insects that come out of cocoons, and they follow the flashlight and go towards the light. And if they reach enough of this virtual light, they reproduce, so you can get more and more insects. And if you shine too long on them, you burn them. So it's a kind of game with life and death, and you, as a visitor, as a user, you become responsible for the life of these little insects. And then the next work is called The Value of Art, which is a more conceptual piece. It's a painting that we bought at an auction house. And then when people look at the painting, it's a very classical painting, then the attention they pay towards this painting, and also to the interface, of course, is measured, and the value of the artwork goes up. So the idea is that the longer you look at the painting, or the more people look at the painting, the more valuable it becomes.
We bought it for around 2,400, I think, and now it's 32,000, so it went to many exhibitions. The work with the plant, called Hoje, is a rework of our first work, actually, with the plants. And the action of people is actually to grow this picture. So the picture is never ending. There will be always more plants, and they will be always growing slightly different. So the composition, you can take photographs, they will not have twice the same composition. It's really a lot of this complexity. We like to usually make no end and no beginning in the work. It's like a time continuum. It's constantly changing.
And the last piece, which is actually the newest piece, we just did it last year, is called Portrait on the Fly. It's a screen where you place yourself in front, or you just interact in front of the screen, and then little flies, 10,000 little flies come, and they create your outline. And then you can kind of play with these flies that compose you and decompose you. So this would be the 4 pieces that we show here. So I would say the main difference is that we are not talking about a fixed object of art anymore, but we are talking about a process or an artwork that is very open, that is like involving people, where people can participate, they can bring in their emotion, they can bring in their individuality in a way, their individual interactions. And all this is used by the system, and by the system that we created, to create an artwork that is always changing.
It's not like it's finished. It's always going on, and the creation moment is always happening suddenly when the public is here. It's not like you made it and then you show it, and then 20 years ago you say, well, when I was younger I made it. It's fresh, it's still fresh when you show it again. It has to be, it's still the same moment for me. It's the moment where it's finished, and it's for me, but then for the public it's starting. So that's the interesting part.